Hello VC, hello everyone. This is my this is the vinyl tag. This is the vinyl tag 2019, and I thought, why not? I'm going to do it this year. The reason is because I thought, why not? So yeah, let's get started. I wrote the questions. I'm going to try and answer them. I've got some records here as well to show. Okay. So the best find of 2018. Well, that is really hard because I've had some great finds this year from a lot of more new orders in the collection now. More trying to think now. A lot of good stuff's been added in, but mostly it's been David Bowie and Prince, which I'm really happy with. And I love both of them artists at the moment. I'm really getting into their music, and I love them. But if I had to choose one, I know this is more of a recent one for me, but I would say mine would be the Hunky Dory LP. Great find to end. It was November 2018 that I found the album. So yeah, this was £10. It's in pretty good, decent condition. A bit crackly, but it plays really well. And yeah, it's a classic album. So yeah, that would be for that one. Okay. Shout out to two other VC channels. Well, the only one I can think of really is off my head, because I know I subscribe to a lot of them. I've made friends with James Griffiths, Gilbert aka King's Drummer, David aka Nas Nomad. I saw your video, and thanks for the shout out, David. Cheers. And you helped me answer some of the questions in the vinyl tag as well, because I'd forgotten about certain things. Okay, so I'm going to shout out to Dark Dub. I believe he is a really good VC member. He hasn't got much. He's got a good amount of subscribers, but I think he needs more. Okay. I love his David. I know he's showing David Bowie and Prince stuff. He's showing other stuff as well, like craft work. And other records, great stuff. I really like his taste in music. All right, so yeah, there we go, mate. Subscribe to him, okay? I'll leave a link down below for the channel. Okay, what holes are you looking to fill in your collection? Mainly at the moment, David Bowie. So of course, I just need some of the early stuff. So I need Space Oddity. I need. And He Sold the World, Z Stardust, Aladdin Sane, those albums, Young Americans, I need them really, and I know the new reissues came out on coloured vinyl recently, which they are very expensive, so I'm not going to get my hands on them. I wish I could, but they're really expensive. They reissued Outside and Hours again. Which is a shame, because I wondered if they were like, £20, if they did in the UK, it would have been great, it would have been nice, but they didn't. On the really subject to that, Prince, I do know about the Musicology 3121 and Planet Earth reissues. I'm going to get my hands on them as soon as they come out, alright? And I've asked for one for my birthday as well, which is in April. So yeah, alright, yeah. And also Earthling as well. I know that's impossible to find. It's £199, but maybe someday, I'll find it cheap. When I might find these albums cheap, because the other ones are pretty obtainable. Think about it. It's not worth that much. So a cheap album that is really good. I have picked one that I paid quite good. I paid about £5 for it. Genesis, and then they were free. The first album when Genesis were a trio. I don't talk about them that much, but I do still have fondness for Genesis. But yeah, this is a great album. I highly recommend it. You can find it for cheap if you live in the UK or the States, or anywhere really. I'm sure it doesn't go for much, but it was cheap. I only paid £5 for it. I'm sure you can get a better copy though for like £8, because it's got there. It's a great album. You've got great tracks on here, especially one. What's it called again? Trying to think now. Many Too Many. That is such a great track. One of the best Genesis songs, in my opinion. The radio station, hospital radio station I volunteer for, I play that sometimes, you know, I love it. I can't believe they have that on the station. What is the next question? Favourite side project album? Well, David, aka Nas Nomad, mentioned this, and I forgot about this side project album because I didn't think I had any. But I would again go with Arcadia, the same as him. Arcadia, So the Red Rose. I love this album. I just think it's great. It's the best out of the side projects for me, of the Duran Duran side project. It's in the Duran Duran. It's in the collection after Seven the Ragged, after the Wild Boys 12-inch. This is in the collection. Because, you know, if you come out this in Power Station, which I don't have Power Station, by the way. But, you know, this is a great album. You've got Nick Rhodes, Roger Taylor, Simon Le Bon, and you've got David Gilmour and Sting and Grace Jones. You know, this is a really good album. I really like the album. Election Day, that's a great track. The Flame, The Promise, you know. All the songs here are really good. Really love it. It's a great 80s album. And one of the best of 85. Yeah, 85. Yeah, that's answers that. Okie dokie then. Okay. A song from artist that's uncharacteristic in their catalogue. From the top of my head, can I say The Laughing Gnome by David Bowie? Because that song is very uncharacteristic for the later part of the discography, where they have innovative music and sound to them, while that song's mainly a bit of a gag song and a bit uncharacteristic what comes later. You know, I would say a track from Tonight, or I would say his cover of God Only Knows, which was terrible. It wasn't brilliant, but you know. So yeah. The last album I purchased was just the Saturday that's passed. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, you're going to get it, and I'm going to mention this more in my record update soon, alright? So that's that for now. My next question is, a bad album, no, a great album with a bad cover. I'm going to go for Prince's second album, the self-titled one of '79. I mean, the front cover. It's just him, bare-chested, with this. Not an exciting cover. It's not a bad cover, but it's not an exciting cover. Okay? You know, it's not Prince. I prefer Dirty Mind, actually. I like that. I did not, not saying, but that cover's a bit better. You know, and, you know, future covers as well were pretty good, you know. But I think the music, of course, is what really matters, of course, in Prince's case, I'd say. It's mainly the music, you know. Because certain albums have the imagery, but some don't, okay? Okie dokie then. Bad album with great cover. Never Let Me Down. The 1987 version. David Bowie, of course. That album is, you know, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's the production is bad. And then when you listen to the 2018 version, which makes the album better. But the cover I love for the original as well, because it's pretty cool. A blues album. I thought I would show the only blues album I really got, Fleetwood Mac. This is an original pressing, by the way, from 1968 on the Blue Horizon label. Yeah, really good blues stuff on here. You know, you got Long Grey Mare, Shake Your Money Maker, you know, a lot of great stuff on here, you know. And you know, I didn't pay much for this really. I paid a bit for it. And no one will know the price for it. It wasn't as much. An earworm song. I'm going to go with a Kylie Minogue song, okay? It's written down here. Better the Devil You Know, because whenever I hear it, I can't get it out of my head. Unlike that other one, which I don't really like. Can't get you out of my head. I think it's a bit annoying. It's alright, okay? Okay, historically important artist. Now, I'm going to say Pink Floyd. Why? Because I think after Pink Floyd, for me, even though I think from 1965 onwards, it was Pink Floyd really who led, although it was the Beatles, it was Pink Floyd who trailblazed it. It was the Floyd who led, you know, what was going to happen. So after that, the Floyd, you know, we've got all the great 60s groups. So, you know, then, you know, Cream formed, Genesis formed, Zeppelin formed. You know, a lot of great groups followed, you know. That's just, you know, that's my opinion. If I know I may be a bit wrong on that, you know. I do know it does Beatles and Beach Boys, but, you know, Pink Floyd was like kind of leading on a bit. An album you own because of your parents. Well, cheers, Dad. 2016. It would be New Order Substance. I had this on CD. Still do. Never getting rid of it. But I had it on vinyl. But I just loved this. I just think it was my introduction to New Order, and it's amazing, and I love it. You know, just brilliant tracks on this. But it is my favourite compilation album of all time. Okay then, next one. Best dollar bin find. That doesn't apply. So you're saying now probably like best find for £1. I can't really remember. I'm sure there's a few, but I just can't remember. Sorry. And favourite double album. Oh yeah, this one, Pink Floyd, The Wall. Brilliant album. You know, just my favourite Floyd album. Just amazing. An album you learned from the VC? Well, this was always one that I always talked a lot throughout the years. I didn't buy this. I bought this in 2017. But, you know, I thought, well, you know, I'll show it now. The Traveling Wilburys album. I'm always grateful for Rock Boy 680 for going on about this album. I think I saw one of his videos and, you know, it just took me a while to find it. And I'm glad I did. It's a great album and I love it. That's one of my favourite albums of all time. Okay. A 10-inch record. Surprisingly, I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any. A 7-inch record. I thought I'd choose this one because why not? Bananarama, Cheers Then. I really like the artwork on this. And I like the song as well. So yeah, that's why I chose that. I've just actually ordered the last Bananarama album I need for the collection. But I still need some of the 12-inch. There's still some 12-inch so on, so you know you won't be seeing it yet. Okay. Okie dokie then. Favourite album to fall asleep to? I don't know really. I don't fall asleep to albums. I listen to the radio. I do, okay. Radio too. Okay, favourite VC experience or advice for those contemplating making a video? Favourite VC experience, I don't know if I have one. Yeah, I think I'm great at that experience, you know, of getting more followers from the VC, you know. Does that count? But so for those contemplating making a video, I know it's maybe a bit you know, obvious, but you know, for me this has always been my sort of way of life as well. Just be yourself and show what you like, okay? That's all I can say, alright? Anyone about my age or older, just be yourself, show it what you like, you know, don't give a damn about others and what they think. So yeah, that was my vinyl tag for 2019. Am I going to tag someone myself? I did mention this to you, Gilbert, aka King's drummer. If you would like, I would really like it if you did the vinyl tag 2019. And if you can't, that's alright with me, okay? But bye for now guys, see you in another video.